Yo guys, and welcome to another mailbox video where I answer all the unasked questions in the entire universe. Not quite that, but I answer some questions about myself. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I'm just going to jump straight into it, because why not? You've got some gameplay in the background that you will enjoy, and I'm just going to answer some questions. What more do you want? Let's get cracking on this bad boy. Question number 1 from Kevin. I'm just saying, Kevin. I had those Z's there first, okay? Just saying. I might have a question or something a few people will be interested in. You mentioned in one of your last vids that you aren't particularly good at anything or something except gaming. So tell us about your bad habits, if you have any. I probably have quite a few bad habits. Sometimes it's hard to label your own bad habits. I can guarantee you my wife could list quite a few, no doubt about that. There's one bad habit that she hates. Right, I'll let you in on this one. We have some kitchen plates, okay? Right, this is really boring, but I'll tell you anyway. They're exactly the same, but some of them are red, some of them are blue. And when I clean up, I'll just put them in the cupboard. I don't care, okay? I'm a man. I don't care. If she finds out that I've put the red plates on the blue pile, or the blue plates on the red pile, she will go mental at me. She hates it. She's not OCD, but she's apparently OCD about red and blue plates. I'm just saying. So I wouldn't say that's a bad habit, because I actually do it now just to piss her off, but it's a bad habit nonetheless. My biggest bad habit is probably time management. I'm so bad at managing my time. Like, if I get up in the morning and I'll say to myself, I'm going to do this video, I'm going to walk the dog, I'm going to do this. I'll end up making myself a cup of tea, I'll sit down at the computer, I'll look over Twitter, I'll read my emails, I'll do some stuff, I'll read the news, and I'll start working on this video. 10 minutes later, I'll be like, oh, look at this on Twitter. I'll be watching a video. Oh, this trailer for this film's good. I'll watch that, and before you know it, 2 hours have gone, and I've done nothing. I'm so bad at managing my time. Or I'll think to myself, oh, I'll do this shopping, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this, then I'll do this video at like 3 o'clock, render it, it'll all be done, brilliant. And then before I know it, I'm 4 hours late, and I'm just like, oh, I can't get this video done today. You know, whatever. I'm really bad at managing time. That's probably one of my biggest habits. But I've got the usual bad habits that men have as well. You know, the toilet seat one, not putting fresh toilet paper on. I'm not going to bore you with those, but I have them, just like every other man in existence. Next question from Rouen de Troyes. Is that right? Hope so. Hey man, much love from South Africa. Much love from Wales, my brother. Could you tell me how many years you played CS, and if you ever played it comp? Nice vid, man. Keep up the good work. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. I played CS for so many years. I'm trying to think what beta I started playing Counter-Strike at. It was either 1.1 or 1.2. Can't even remember now. But yeah, I played Counter-Strike for probably the best part of a decade, I would say. So yeah, I guess you could say I played it for a long time. I played it competitively, but I wasn't at a top level. I didn't have the time back then. I was good at Counter-Strike, but work and things like that prevented me from really practicing and doing it as much as I wanted to. I started a new job just when I was probably getting good. Right after I'd left college, I was getting really good at Counter-Strike, or I felt as though I was. You know, you always think you're getting better than what you are. And then I started a job with weird hours, and that meant I couldn't really play as much as I wanted to, and that had an impact. But at an amateur level, I played it a fair bit. I attended quite a few Insomnia events with my team, and we played more for fun more than anything. We played quite a few online leagues, nothing like to the top level of the UK. Not to the sort of level I'm playing Battlefield 4 at now. But Counter-Strike was it's a lot harder to be a good team at Counter-Strike than it is at Battlefield, because there's just so much competition, especially back then with 1.6. So yeah, I love Counter-Strike, and to be honest with you, I've started playing a lot more Counter-Strike now with some friends. We've played a lot more matchmaking. I'll probably start putting some more Counter-Strike videos on my channel, actually, if you guys would be interested in that. Next question from Seb Beach. I know that ace weapons in Battlefield 4 are overall the best guns looking at their stats, but is there any other weapon you would consider using in a 5v5? By the way, love your videos. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, there's 3 guns really that I will use right now. The Ace 23, which ironically is the one I probably use the least right now. Then there's 2 others. There's another one in the Ace series, the Ace 52, which a lot of people have started using. But the gun I actually use now is completely different. I use the Scar H. I will predominantly use a muzzle brake on it, and I've started to use an ergo on it as well, and that's pretty much my gun of choice right now. It's got a lot of stopping power. It's really accurate. The downside is to it that it doesn't have the fast rate of fire that the Ace has, but it's got the power and it's got the damage. And you'll see if you watch a lot of sort of competitive Battlefield that the Scar and the Ace 52 are 2 of the most popular guns now. You've still got the Ace 23, which loads of people use, but the Scar H is a lot bigger and more popular than it used to be. So yeah, that's pretty much my go-to gun now. I'll use the Scar H before I'll use the Ace 23, which is not how it used to be, but that's kind of what I do now. Next question from Pantoweep. If you could become any animal that's ever existed, what type of dinosaur would you be? I'm kind of guessing here, my friend, that you are trying to tempt me into listing a dinosaur. I mean, that's kind of what I'm reading between the lines here. I would obviously be a T-Rex. Why? I don't understand why anyone would be anything other than a T-Rex, because T-Rexes are cool. If I wasn't a dinosaur, though, what would I be if I wasn't a dinosaur? No, I'd just be a dinosaur. Dinosaurs rule everything. I'm going to stick with the T-Rex. I would be a T-Rex, and a big one. Okay, last question for this video, guys, and it's from Ollie Clothier. Would you like the idea that if you were revived, you would have no HUD until you've stayed alive for 2 minutes? No. No, I would not like that at all. It's just blending hardcore and softcore, really. You know, if you want to have no HUD, that's what hardcore's for. The thing is with softcore is once you've been revived, it's even more important to be able to see your HUD so you can see your health, because you need to know what you've been revived at. You need to then put a med pack down or whatever to try and get yourself to 100 health. You could have been revived shooting ammo, so you want to know exactly how much ammo you've got in your clip to reload. It's even more important when you get revived to have that information. And no, I think it puts you at too much of a disadvantage when you've been revived, I think, to take that away. So I personally would not like that idea, I'm afraid. So I'm going to call it there, guys. That's it for another video. I really appreciate all the questions coming in. I really, really do. If there's any I haven't answered, they will be answered, I promise you. But put them below in the comments. Let me know exactly what questions you want to ask. Hit me up on Twitter @Hadoukens. And as always, guys, thank you for asking questions. Thank you for watching. And I will catch you on the next one.